guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Hopefully it finds you all doing well. If not, send us some positive vibes your way today, especially if you need it out there today. I'm gonna take a quick look at this this lizard. I don't know, man. He looks more like a dinosaur to me, dude, than a lizard.
I thought he'd be taller.
I mean, what are those barrels? Are they like nitroglycerin? What are they full of?
You don't want to know.
I'll tell you what, I have zoomed way out right now. If you're gonna go way in, and then this is what this is what it looks like when you click on his photo for the first time. Hey, big fella. Hey. He looks cool, but he used to suck. He used to really, really be bad. I made a video about Tila Gourmain a few days ago talking about now she's legit. And Vergumkaar, I made second. Well, obviously, this is the second video on champions who are buffed. And I'm almost thinking I should have made him first. At least, I don't know what the chatter was like in your clans, but my clan was like, yo, Tila. Not a lot of talk about Vergumkaar, but I have to say, after playing both of them, I am super, super impressed in Vergumkaar. This champion can be amazing for progression and even more maybe. So let's talk about what Vergumkaar used to do before we talk about what the buff actually did to his kit, which was absolutely tremendous. On his A1, he is a stun, right? 35% chance increases by 15% for each buff on the target. Not bad. So 45 increases by 15 for each buff in the arena, especially. Not a bad A1 ability, okay? On the A2, Honored Ancient. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. Both his A2 and his A3 are both on a 3-turn cooldown. Removes all provoke debuffs and a random debuff from all allies. So removing basically a random debuff and provoke if we have it, okay? Places an increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. It'll 20% of this champion's max HP, and his HP scales very well at 22k. Now, it used to do, his A2 used to be, removes all provokes and a random debuff from all enemies, places an increased defense for 2 turns on allies who have debuffs removed. Dude, that's bananas. That's bananas. Now it's just straight up an increased defense all the time, every time on a 3-turn cooldown, plus a beefy shield, plus a mini cleanse. Really good ability all of a sudden. On his A3, Crushing Trample. Attacks all enemies on a 3-turn cooldown. Removes 1 random buff. 2 random buffs from each enemy. 100% chance at removing now with the books, right? And a heal reduction and a decreased defense. So it used to be an awful ability, right? First of all, 75% chance could not be booked up. It was just booking for damage, okay? Meh. AoE attack, 475 multiplier, not bad, right? He's not a uber DPS champion, but if you can build him with a little bit of attack on the accessories, if you can keep him alive, he can do a decent amount of support damage. Anyway, an AoE attack removes 1 random buff from each enemy, has a 75% chance of removing 2 random buffs from each enemy, places a heal reduction for 3 turns on enemies who have 1 buff removed, also places a decreased defense for 2 turns on enemies who have 2 buffs removed. Dude, now it's just straight up heal reduction, decreased defense, and removing 2 buffs guaranteed. That took this ability from being absolute trash to really, really solid. It's not Madame Ceres-like, it's not Ryan the Conjurer-like, but even in the arena, this has surprise utility here because we have a 100% chance with a decent attack at removing 2 buffs. Sometimes 2 is enough, right? And placing that decreased defense. Then he can come back around with a cleanse, an increased defense, a nice shield. He can stun on the A1. He's immune to provoke. So you're going against a provoker on the enemy team, a Molly Tankard or whoever, don't have to worry about it. Fills his champion's turn meter by 20% each time an enemy attempts to place a provoke debuff on this champion. So at the bare minimum, if you're going against a provoke team in the arena, you slot him right in there as your debuffer, right? If it's a go second team, you slot him right in there as your, increased defense champion. Because again, he's going to be immune to that provoke. It's going to fill his turn meter as well. He's a good kind of, at the very minimum, he's a good just kind of swap in champion for when you need him. Now, at his best, if you have this champion and you are mid-game or early game and you pull Vergumkaar, dude, you used to be a month ago, a week ago, you would not be excited at all. You'd be like, oh! Corner! Vergumkaar! The big slug of a dog, Vergumkaar, man. He needs a buff desperately. I was still a child. Now? Dude, this guy can help you everywhere, provided the affinity is right. Increased defense and decreased defense, and a great shield, and a little cleanse and buff removal all in one kit. That is really, really good, guys. Do not sleep on Vergumkaar. This is him in the arena here. I am going with a speed team. Arbiter, Kymar, Vergumkaar, and Trunda. Going against this beastly god tier, no doubt probably in stone skin gear as well. Cupidus and Venus team. And you're going to see, man, just utility on every ability, on every skill in his kit. Vergumkaar, just picture him in progression, right? Picture him progression with like Ice Golem. Basically any dungeon, right? Very, very good. All right, we're going to try again for going with the... Yeah, let's try to do it. Let's try to remove some of these stone skins. See if we can get by. And we do. See Cupidus? We can stay alive, which we can. Now we come in. We nuke them all dead. 3 dead. Oh, we wanted Duchess dead too. But the good news is we can Karma reset the abilities and go right back in. But are we going to die in the meantime? Let's see. We're expecting a revival now. There it is. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to come... Oh, you know what I need, guys? Look at this. We have Petrification and Hex. I'm not going to go in there. Ooh, even though I do really want to remove two. I want to use both of his skills. He's so good. I want to use everything.
Are you aware of the number of hand jobs I'm going to have to give?
All right, we're going to go and we're going to cleanse here and add a shield. Now we're going to come right in here and get rid of their reviver. And everybody! Dude, Vergumkaar, whatever ability you need, he's got it. He's got you. Am I a little too excited about the big lizard, guys? What do you think? Am I a little too lizard? A little too lizard. What? Let's go against the next squad here, guys. Same team. And the cool thing is you can have them go on a go second team, leading with the A2, increase defense on your defense-based nuker. I mean, really nice versatility. I don't know if we're going to be seeing this dude in endgame. That was his AoE attack, man. He put out some decent damage. The big slug. I'm going to show you how I have him built, guys. Listen, I asked you guys in my last champion video that I did out here, that I released, excuse me. I asked you how you feel about me showing you a bunch of dungeons on every champion guide. And the majority of you guys, correct me if I'm wrong though, if you disagree, I'm totally down to go back to the old way. But the majority of you guys were like, dude, show us a couple arena battles if they're okay in the arena. If they're a specialty, if they specialize in one area of the game, show us that. But otherwise, we know what an Ice Golem run looks like, so don't show us every single time. So I'm going to do that in today's video. I'm going to show you the masteries on this champion, and now I have them built for this video, and then we're going to end it. It's going to be a pretty short champion guide. So please, 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 give me feedback, because I could sit here all day. I'm chill. I have an hour till I have to go pick up my son. So I could sit here and go through every dungeon in the game with Vergumkaar, but I think you're probably familiar with the dungeons in the game, right, at this point. Anyway, where can you use this guy? The beautiful thing is now with this kit the way it is now, you can, again, you can really use this dude anywhere you need a tanky debuffer and a tanky buffer. Survivability with the provoke, the cleanse. I mean, I've gone over his kit enough now in this video that you know what he does now. Just do not sleep on him. I'm not hearing enough people talk about the big lizard. Now, this build is trash, it's crap, but I'm gonna show you it anyway, right?
I quit. Hold on. No hard feelings, man.
We kind of split the difference a little bit. I needed more I had him naked, right? The naked lizard. So I threw some artifacts on him. I don't want to say perception is the go-to on this champion necessarily. You can put him in stone skin for the arena if you want him to specialize in the arena, especially on a go second team, or immunity gear if you want him to build him kind of fast like we have here, or just in perception if you want that accuracy to go high for an arena team with his A3 ability. That's kind of how I have him built right now, but I would definitely take this banner off. It's HP right now to get a little bit more speed because it was a good speed roll, and to get a little bit more shield because the shield is worth his HP, sorry. 20% of this champion is max HP, so to get better shield, obviously more HP on this champion. I will say that his attack, the AoE, is based on attack. His AoE attack is based on the attack stat, which kind of sucks. I almost thought, I think I might have said this a few videos ago, I almost thought he was an HP-based champion just because he has so much of it and he looks like a freaking tank, you know? But he's an attack-based champion. His attack isn't super low. I've seen like 700, 800 in that range on some champions, but 900 does not scale that well. However, if you're looking to try to get some damage out of him, Hydra Clan Boss, this guy is a monster in Hydra Clan Boss, right? He's providing so much from one champion. I think the Hydra Clan Boss is an area where pretty much everybody, because you have to make 3 teams, could use a champion like Vergumkaar. Picture like Mithrala Lightbane. She's coming in with increased attack and increased defense on the same ability. He's obviously not the same as Mithrala Lightbane. However, he's bringing so much utility. Again, decreased defense, removing buffs, a little bit of damage, increased defense, removing debuffs. I mean, fantastic stuff. Immune to provoke as well. So super, super good now in Hydra. Let's see, how do I have him built? I think I built him with a little bit of attack here, because I did want to run him in Hydra, and I think I'm actually going to. So I built him to be a little bit of a, this is a Hydra build right now, I would say, on this champion. So crit damage, I would replace this with HP if you're just in progression, just going to be using him on dungeons alone, or in the arena. I would look for some resist, I would look for some accuracy, obviously, as substats to land that decreased defense, but I wouldn't, if you're just building him for the arena, I would not build him with, you know, for attack and for nukage. It's a nice to have, but I'd rather have him nice and tanky. Same thing for Hydra. Extra damage is great, and I would build him to 100% crit rate if you can get there with your artifacts. However, I would not try to maximize and put crit damage on this champion. Don't mistake him for an all-out nuker, right? Mistake him for somebody who can bring everything to your team, remove buffs from the Hydra heads, etc., and at the same time deal a little bit of damage, as we said. So for that reason, we went crit rate on the gauntlets. We went attack percentage, actually, on the chest on this particular build, but again, guys, I'm going to stress it one more time. Go HP percentage on this chest for everywhere outside of Hydra, I would say, or anywhere in progression, including Hydra, okay? If he's not dying, maybe you can get by with a little bit more attack. I went speed on the boots as well, and again, I'm looking for that HP on the substats there to get that shield up and to make him stay alive longer. For Hydra clan boss especially, I would love Vergumkaar in a relentless set. I repeat that, relentless gear, Hydra clan boss. Vergumkaar is going to allow him to get those buffs and those debuffs up almost all the time, because they're of course on a 3-turn cooldown and they last for 2 turns. For masteries on this champion, today we went with an offensive variant, again for Hydra clan boss. I went down here on the left side of the offensive tree. I ended with War Master, again to get a little bit of damage out of this big giant lizard dinosaur slug. And then on the support tree, I went down the middle here. There's a few ways to build this champion, but namely I wanted Shield Bearer to get extra value out of that shield by 5%, and I also wanted to pick up rapid response, fills turn meter by 10% every time a buff cast by this champion, and then I get the accuracy masteries as well. I went down, I grabbed Lord of Steel because we do have him in a triple perception set, and I picked up Master Hexer to extend the duration of his decreased defense, his heal reduction as well, and his lasting gifts to extend the duration of the increased defense and the shield that he's bringing to the table. So man, oh man, oh man, there's a lot to say about this champion, and as I said, there's a lot of different ways to build this champion as well. If you don't need the accuracy, you can go grab the HP from this champion. You can go down the defensive tree with this champion, go grab some retribution, get a little bit extra damage there from his A1, which I believe hits pretty a 485 multiplier on his A1. That's not bad damage, considering though he does have low attack, so just take that into consideration. So overall, guys, I really like the new slug. Do you like him too? Am I too high on this champion? I think he's worth booking. I think he can be useful in the end game, in the mid game. Hydra clan boss, fantastic. What do you think about the Vergumkaar now? Thank you for watching till the end of the video, guys. I would love your feedback again for how you'd like these guys to be structured here in 2023 on these champions. Do you want to see a lot of dungeons? Do you just want to see a little bit how I have them built in my opinions on the champion? Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.